Well, I tell you what, this is a main event that's going to be painful. You know, when Gemstone's bringing out a kendo stick to start things, this is not going to be a good night for Codename Flex.
Oh, man, Codename Flex, he's got his work cut out for him. And, you know, this is a guy, he was tag team champions with this man.
Yeah.
They were best friends together, and they are not friends right now. No. Jim, he's got a chip on his shoulder. He's mad. He feels that Flex is jealous of him, jealous of his success, that he doesn't have his best interest in mind. And given where we're at today, it's kind of hard to argue against that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why Flex is so jealous. I mean, or excuse me, not Flex, but
Freudian slip, my friend. Piss.
Okay, there may be a little jealousy there due to the NWA thing. But let's give the devil his due. G-Money's partner in that 8-man tag was Gemstone, so Gemstone getting the eyes of the National Wrestling Alliance on him as well. So I don't understand what Gem has to be jealous about. I really don't.
I think you got facts. You need Flex. Flex is jealous of Gem, and it's obvious a mile away. I mean, why wouldn't he be? Gem's in the best shape of his life. His best days are ahead of him. Flex, you know, I don't want to knock the guy. He's nice enough, but you know, I don't think his best days are ahead of him. I think they're behind him. I think they're behind him because he's looking at a young crop that looks like Jim. And that's a problem if you want to get ahead.
Well, I have to wholeheartedly disagree. I mean, Codename Flex been doing a lot of airborne training, earned his wings.
And all the respect in the world to him for that.
Okay. And, we're getting it one now. I mean, Codename Flex, he's been on School of More. He's been on Control Your Narrative, Just Wrestling, trained at the ROH Dojo on scholarship. That has to count for something, Steve.
It counts for a whole lot. That's why he's here. That's why he's wrestling a guy like Jim. It's not that he's not a top caliber athlete. Make no mistake about it, he is. And he's a veteran, and he's experienced, and he's accumulated accolades. But at the end of the day, Jim's a different breed of athlete. He's a different breed of wrestler. He's part of this new group. They're stronger. They're faster. They absorb knowledge quicker. The knowledge is more available.
And a bulldog, though, by Codename Flex. I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from Gemstone. I think, as I'm looking at it, and you can disagree if you want, Steve, I think Jim's put on a little bit more muscle since the last time we called a match of his.
Oh, every time that guy breathes, he's basically working out. Every ounce of energy he has is into growing not just his mind but his body. He is that guy that you should be afraid of competing against because there's not a level that he doesn't want to exceed. He gets to where he wanted to be the next day, the next minute. He has his new goal ready.
Yeah,
tireless. That's the word that defines him. He's tireless.
I mean, former world television champion. And speaking of television champion, if either of these men were to become television champion, they would become Grand Slam champions. Speaking of slams, that suplex by Codename Flex, following it up with a second one there to Gemstone.
That was a great series of suplexes, playing off a double underhook into two suplexes. He chained those together to perfection. And I think Jim, to the credit of the situation, Jim is not just rocked, but he's surprised. He's off his game.
Yeah.
Flex has brought it today.
But, okay, and this is what I don't understand. Oh!
Well, he brought himself right into that, too, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
And again, this is a street fight. And we want to remind you, it hasn't gone down and dirty yet until this moment.
No, not at all. And Flex staying in the ring, and I got to say that's probably why he's taking the beating that he is now. As he crumbles to the outside. I want to know, you were talking about this street fight. Where did Gemstone put that kendo stick? I think it's only a matter of time before Gemstone uses it on Flex.
In a convenient location. Like my grandma always said, Steve, I put it right where I need it. Right where I can find it.
That's some good ancient wisdom.
Oh, man. She was a wise lady. And you know what? Much like Flex, if he would have asked the question, where's the kendo stick, it's not going to be where I could find it.
Good point. Oh. Big hits there by Gemstone. And Gemstone now taking the shirt.
Well, some guys will give you the shirt off their back. Jim's going to take it.
Yeah. Knife edge chop there.
It's the price of admission, I suppose.
And I tell you what, this one's definitely staying on the outside. I don't see this one getting back in the ring and seeing a big technical match out of these two.
No, not tonight. I mean, they can both do that, but that isn't what this is. That's not what this is about. This is something else. This isn't a wrestling contest. This isn't a wrestling match. This is a blood feud.
But I don't understand this at all. Gemstone arguing with the fan allows Flex to get the moment that he needs. And now, that'll ring your bell.
And he rang his bell flush against that ring post. Big impact.
Yeah.
Big turning point for Flex.
Talk about a momentum changer.
That was everything he needed and then some.
Yeah. Gemstone wise to cover up because Flex is trying to get in there.
If he gets too many more shots to the head after that, this could be done.
Yeah. Referee can stop that for medical reasons. All right. And now it looks like it's Flex's turn to use the weapons in this match.
And Jim is feeling that one, much to his own regret, and I can't blame him. Here's the receipts from earlier.
And a kick by Gemstone, but it's not enough. Wait a minute. You talked earlier about things being in the right place at the right time, Steve. There you go.
And John, do you think all the years ago when Flex was training Jim that he expected it to come to this?
Not at all.
All that hard work, all that time he put into Jim when he was starting. Do you think he thought it would come back to bite him like this?
I don't no, not at all. I mean, these two used to be very tight. I don't know what the breakdown is. I don't know how it happened. This is where we're at right now. I'm going to say possibly the ego of Gemstone is what caused this to completely dismantle to the match we've seen today.
Well, that's one point of view.
Oh, my God. Right in the... It looks like the pectoral region.
That looks like a problem for Flex.
It is.
It's a big problem. Oh.
You talk about big problems.
Well, that's every man's weakness.
Yeah. I tell you what, Steve, I got hit once by a kendo stick. That thing rocks you to the core.
Oh, it does. You know, you were talking earlier, we're not going to get to see great technical wrestling, but, you know, I think we're seeing it right now. Why, 5 seconds ago, we saw the Russian Nutcracker.
Oh, come on.
That was an Iranian toe slide right there.
Where are you getting these strange international references all of a sudden?
I study tapes.
Well, I know you were a tape trader, yeah, but, Gemstone now, this ain't no move. This is a straight-up chair shot to the square of the back. I'll tell you what, Steve, and you may disagree with me on this one. I don't think there's going to be a winner this match. There's going to be a survivor.
Well, yeah, you're right about that, but there's going to be a winner.
Well,
you look at the paycheck at the end of this. There's a winner's purse.
Yeah,
There's
but
a
did you
loser's
really
purse.
win or did you just survive?
I guess it depends on what the other guy looks like.
And right now, speaking of looking like things, Gemstone looking like hamburger meat, but taking those 2 chair shots to the back. Oh, no. Well, I don't know about you, Steve, but I got this once or twice. I know what that belt feels like.
You deserved every lick you got, and so does Flex. And you see the real story of what's happening right now. It's on Flex's face. Do you see the story, John? It's called regret. He's saying to himself right now, of all the mistakes I made in my wrestling career, you know what the biggest one was, Flex? It was becoming a trainer and then very stupidly training a godless killer named Gemstone because it may finish everything tonight.
That could be... Another move stopper, we'll call it.
Low altitude European uppercut. Never forget your scientific wrestling, John.
You learned that one from Gordon Soley. Maybe. And that snap suplex to the outside. But I tell you what, Gemstone, his back's in trouble, but so is Codename Flex. You don't see Flex even trying remotely to get up. Flex is pretty much
trying to get up. He can't get up. Spade's a spade. There's no try here.
Wait a minute. Flex is, well, using some momentum to get Gem into the ring. I mean, yeah.
Slow follow-up.
Very slow, but I mean, can you blame Codename Flex there? Got to be exhausted at this point. Been decimated. And here comes the chair. And for you fans wondering, why do they keep putting themselves back in the ring? Yes, it's a street fight. Anything goes. But you got to score that pinfall in the ring. This is not a false count anywhere.
And that's true. However, counterpoint, you could incapacitate your opponent on the outside. That referee can call it one and done. He can count to 10 if the concern's great enough. And, the outside with the concrete, with the chairs, with the barricade, with all those X factors, it's a great place to stop this thing.
That is a possibility. But the referee checking. And this
Don't rule out injury. We might be seeing one right here.
Yeah, but
looking at Flex, I mean, he's not really a likable guy, but I can be concerned for him. I'm a human being.
I understand that, but Flex disregarding the referee, trying to check to see if this one needs medical stoppage.
Well, he won't quit. No. That might not be smart, but he's still in this thing.
Yeah, reversal by Flex coming in and straight to the belly of Gemstone.
Follows him in, nails the battering ram one more time, sends him to the other corner again. He's feeling the moment, runs in. Runs into the ring post.
Yeah, that one will stop any momentum you have.
That'll separate a shoulder if you're unfortunate enough. Gem waiting, kick to the gut. John, I think this is over.
Yes, the Rubenesque lady could be warming up.
Ooh! Power bomb into the top buckle. Belly to belly release suplex. And this is surprising technical wrestling that we haven't seen thus far. Had nearly won the match.
Yeah, but not a good technical cover there. No hooking of the leg. Almost just draping yourself over the back rather than pressing your chest down on your opponent. I mean, I was going to say I thought Gemstone was going for another pin there, just with a single hand.
Referee asking Flex. Flex ain't quitting yet. He's not through with this. Jim, I'm surprised he's not staying on top of him. Perhaps feeling some form of, I don't know, latent concern.
No, he's just asking Flex why he won't stay down. I mean, Flex has got a lot of heart. And Gemstone should know that.
Well, if he's not careful, Gemstone's going to stop it.
Oh,
big boy.
The one-finger salute by Codename Flex.
I don't know that I'd stick that finger up. You're lucky you didn't break it.
That's true. The forearm there by Codename Flex. I tell you what, even though Flex is exhausted, still trying to take the fight here, the Gemstone. I mean, I don't know where Flex is getting the energy at some points.
Oh, he's running on reserves right now, make no mistake, but this is what you spend your life as a wrestler training for. It's not the moments everything's going right. It's the moment after all the gas is out of the tank. How long can you keep that car going on fumes? That's the most important thing you can be ready for.
I understand that, Steve, and I don't understand this. Just talking smack to your opponent instead of going for the pin, that's not going to do anything but agitate Codename Flex.
Well, Codename Flex was nose to nose, and he's come alive now, John. A lot of time down on the ground, but right now he's making it happen. He's got him up on his shoulders, levels him down on the canvas.
Yeah, but does Flex have the energy to get over for the pin? 2.
Close.
Very close.
Jinx
You owe me a Coke, Smithers.
I know that, and
John,
we'll get
you're
to it
talking
later.
before the end of the match.
I have to call the match.
Nobody's. No, I did say your name. You're back on.
Thank you. I'm glad you know the rules of Jinx. I still will get you the Coke later. Speaking of getting things, Codename Flex getting ready to go up north.
Codename Flex, a lot of time getting up there.
Yeah, but being calculated. Oh!
Nails the double axe handle.
And collapsing over there is Gemstone.
Understated is the amount of damage you can incur with that maneuver as well. I mean, really think about it. Flex, he's a big guy coming down off that top rope. That's a couple 100 pounds of pressure, probably approaching, what, 800, 900 pounds of force down on top of your head?
Yep.
That's enough to knock a grown man out.
Yeah.
That'll mess up a bear.
Have you seen somebody give a double axe handle to a bear before? Because that would be awesome.
I'm sure the video's on YouTube somewhere. People survive bear fights.
Well, let's get back to this fight.
Better luck with a bear than these guys.
Yeah. I think I'd take my chances. You're right with the bear. I tell you what, though. I mean, for all the fire that Codename Flex had just a few minutes ago, it's almost like nothing's happened. And Gemstone, oh, with a jump spike.
Is that it? That would end at any other time.
Normally, but look at Flex. He's rolled over to his side. Gemstone can't even roll over to try to get the pinfall on Codename Flex.
Oh, these gentlemen have beaten each other today. What was that word you used earlier? Survivor?
Yes.
While the winner is the survivor, maybe I digress. Maybe you're right. Maybe that's a badge you pin up on your chest after something like this.
Flex trying to fight. Gemstone just nursing his lower back, but still finding a way to get out of the way of Flex's offense. You hear Gemstone saying, I didn't want it to go down like this, sir.
Jim ducks. Comes in running at him, really nails him, hit the foot flush to his face. That's a knockout blow.
And that's all. I'll tell you what, Codename Flex took it to Gemstone. You see, Gemstone not usually his jovial self after getting a match. I mean, he's just staggering around still, Steven.
Well, John, you're right about that. And Flex gave him everything he could handle today. Unfortunately for him, the man he was facing, Gemstone, continuing his dominant ways.
And speaking of continuing, I don't understand what Gemstone's continuing here. What in the world? Can you make any sense of that, Steve?
No, but I don't think that I'm supposed to be in a position to. That moment was for Jim. Whatever was said there, whatever that moment was, whatever he was taking with him, that's all him. And you know, it's his prerogative. It's like you said, he's the survivor today.
Yeah, Gemstone, your winner. We'll see you next time, fans, with more Ring Wars Carolina Battlegrounds.